been a long time, matriarch.
Who's there?
Yamai. Yo. Took you a while.
Yui Tabata. That's her?
Yamai, what did you come here for?
If you knew I'd be here, you obviously did your research, no?
Revenge? On an old lady in the hospital? Even for you, that's some selfish shit. You fell in love with her and killed her husband over it. I'd say you got your revenge a long time ago.
You're right. I've got no excuses.
Oh, come on. Look me in my face. You gonna let me get away with that?
You know something? You're a hard man to please, Tomizawa-kun. Alzheimer's disease. Woman's only 57. That's too old to be called early onset. It's still too young. She doesn't even know who I am. 30 years ago, she had everything a woman could want. She'd go on million-yen shopping sprees, order champagne towers every night. We would bleed and kill to make that money, and she tossed it away like paper. And I loved her for it. I shouldn't have, but I just fell further and further.
Seems uncharacteristic for you, tolerating all that.
Maybe it's the uncharacteristic things about us that make us human. Boss was willing to look past all her faults. Except having another man in the picture. And of all the men she could have, she chose his captain. The boss was always gonna find out. That's when she finally noticed this big dumb lummox. She could tell at a glance I was crazy about her. She got me alone. She whispered to me, if the boss ever finds out about me and him, I'm dead. You have to kill him for me. Kids are stupid. Growing up is learning that jobs like that have no happy endings.
But you did it anyway.
I thought it was my only chance. I remember saying, anything for you. Who was that 20-year-old boy who used to think like that? The matriarch had a plan for it all. That night, I'd accompany her to the boss's office so she could talk to him. She would tell him about the captain. He would hit her, and I would kill him to save her from his rage. And she'd protect me from the police and the family. A good deal. So we went through with it. The moment she saw he was done breathing, she ripped her clothes and ran. Yamai killed the boss and came after me, she said.
What the hell? She set you up?
Picture-perfect frame job. Huh. Have to hand it to her. The best Yakuza couldn't have done it better. Had to go on the run after that. I only got to see her one more time. The dirt had just settled on the boss's tomb, but she and that captain were living happy and openly.
Huh?
You know, I think that was the moment I started getting shivers. My blood's run cold ever since. Made up my mind to flee the country then. I wanted to forget it all.
That's really how it happened.
You recall whether or not you believe me.
If it all went down like you said, why were you just staring at her when we came? If you wanted revenge, we'd have been too late to stop you.
I thought that's what I was coming here for. And then I saw her.
Is it already time for breakfast?
Now, there's nothing romantic left to this. My whole life, she was always far beyond my reach.
Hmm?
Okay. Story time's over. I can imagine we've got somewhere to be.
Afraid that's true. We've been here too long, listening to all this. Turns out I was right about you.
Huh?
Like it or not, you are the type to carry the load for someone.
Do you ever shut up?
I can't get over this. Never thought I'd hear you say so much about yourself.
Me neither. Maybe after all this time, I had to let it out. Just to you guys. Wow. Right. Let's not keep the detective waiting. I'm heading back.
Pardon? Could you turn the heat up in here? I'm very cold. That feels good. Thank you so much.
Anything for you. You all right? Yeah. I was too warm anyway.
Yeah, you must think he's so slick.
Well, I think he's slick.
Yeah.
Bleach Japan. Can't say I'm used to that yet.
Same for me. Still, to see the Seiryu clan so openly transition to a non-profit and even be welcomed by the public, well, I've never seen a chairman do that before.
Please. I'm just thinking of the future.
Nonsense. This was by no means an easy feat, you know.
Hear, hear. For years, anti-gang laws had given us a choice of two options. Stay small or go underground. And now we're basically endorsed by the country. Finally, there's another way out.
The Yakuza have been aiding this country for decades. Ever since all that chaos snaked its way in after the war. This is the evolution of that. Better yet, I'd say it's exactly how things should be.
Absolutely. It might even help the world to see the truth, that the Yakuza are still needed. A necessary evil, if you will.
Yeah. We'll take our rightful place at the heart of it all. Secure our legacy for years to come. The future of the Yakuza's looking real bright. Hell, it's brighter than ever before.
Yes, and for that, I'll need you all to be at your absolute best. I'm counting on you. Now then, let's call it a day. Thank you, everyone. I thought I told you to cut that out.
Oh, sorry about that. Anyway, thanks again.
Narasaki, a moment if you would.
Sir?
I wanted to discuss some personnel changes. Honestly, I'm ashamed. Only Yakuza filth would resort to a cheap tactic like this. Still, you want to let your hate run wild, well, a knife in the back's just the thing. Minimal effort, maximum suffering. The future of the Yakuza? It was a pipe dream from the start. When the trash is full, the only thing left to do is take it out. All this time, they've put their trust in me. And they've had no clue. It's almost tragic. Isn't it, Sawashiro-san? I was hoping you'd live long enough to see it. The only future your kind have waiting.
Absolute madman!
Now then, it's been about a week since the incident. Could you tell us more about the people who attacked the Seiryu clan offices?
Well, firstly, it should be said that this marks a historic shift for the Yakuza world. A few years ago, the Tojo clan and the Omi Alliance, for decades the Yakuza's two biggest players, mutually disbanded. Among those in the trade, this event was labeled the Great Dissolution. The largest remaining Yakuza group thereafter was the Seiryu clan, who, of course, was the target of last week's attack.
Right, and?
And now, the same Seiryu clan, the current frontrunner, has taken up the torch to disband every other group still in Japan.
Yes, I see. That certainly does sound historic. But the real question is it possible?
You'd be fair to ask. At the very least, it does seem unrealistic. However, as a first step to seeing it through, the clan officially confirmed its disbandment to the police just the other day.
So the torchbearers took initiative, set an example to the group still active.
Correct. Additionally, the Seiryu clan also aims to reintegrate former members back into society. They mean to implement an occupation support program in partnership with a Hawaiian volunteer group, it seems. And in order to officiate things with the government, they've since reformed into a non-profit. Naturally, as the country can't just openly cooperate with organized crime. Of course, while it may be a means to an end, it does show how serious the Seiryu clan's taking things.
Let's not forget, they did disband.
It's also expected that the other Yakuza groups across the country will follow suit, leading this movement to now be called the Second Great Dissolution. Now, some out there won't take too kindly to this, as you might have guessed. And there's a spark. The connection to the incident at the Seiryu headquarters.
Ah, so those were the dissenters? They were responsible for the attack?
Looking at those involved, yes, it seems highly likely. Speaking of, actually, the man pictured here is the one they call Kiryu. It's suspected he's the central figure of those opposing the Yakuza's disbandment.
Really? And just who are we dealing with here?
You'll recall I mentioned the Tojo clan earlier, previously one of the largest Yakuza groups in Japan. He's one of its former chairmen. In short, a true blue Yakuza big shot. Rumor is, Kiryu wants anything but disbandment, which can only mean he wants the Yakuza back on top.
I see. Well, regarding Kiryu, it's also said he has ties with the so-called Hero of Yokohama, that being one Ichiban Kasuga. He too has been in the news of late, after forcing former Yakuza to commit theft under the guise of reacclimating to society.
And Kasuga's also a former Tojo clan member on top of that. As it stands, there's a good chance he's acting under Kiryu's command, a cog in his machine. Therefore, we're looking at a unique conflict. In one corner, the Siryu clan, who seek to tear down tradition and forge a new path. And in the other, Kazuma Kiryu, who aims to revive the old ways for his own interests. A clash between new and old ideologies.
So it seems. Thank you for your time. Following the attack, the culprits promptly went into hiding. As citizens remain frightened, it is imperative that these assailants be found as soon as possible.
Got word from the lookout. Doesn't seem like people know you're here.
Sorry to trouble you like this, Chief. With all that's happened, this was the best place I could think of.
Hey, I'm not one to turn away women and children. That being said, I never thought I'd see you back here again. You even brought friends this time.
Our apologies, Chief. We really appreciate it.
The world outside says you're a criminal. You certainly got the face for it. But I'll tell you, I only ever trust what I see for myself. I've seen a lot. You're not the kind of man to shake things up. Still, that mug's terrifying.
He heard you the first time.
Thank you, sir. When the time comes, I'll be sure to repay you.
Well, y'all just kick back for now. I'll check in again soon.
The Chief really helped us out. Thanks for doing all this, Kasuga.
Nah, I can't exactly say we're in the clear. But we're lucky to have a safe zone, especially with the world watching.
Yeah. And plus, we can't stay hidden forever. Ebina's moving quick. Once the waste disposal project on LA Island's in motion, countless Seiryū clan members will be exploited. We need to act before Ebina gets the chance.
Right. Ebina!
It's been some time, Kasuga-san. Missed Japan, did we?
Japan? Wait, how'd you know I was here?
And I thought you wouldn't be surprised. But no matter. I got reports from Dwight's men just as you were off and on your way. Bryce and I are still business partners, you know. Anyhow, Kiryu-san's there with you too, yes?
Kiryu-san? And what if he was?
What do you want, Ebina?
Kiryu-san.
It's fine, Kasuga. With all his resources, Ebina probably knew we'd meet up.
Glad you see how it works. And with that, I've got some great news for you. Our Yakuza rehabilitation program was approved. Just yesterday, the government gave us free rein to see it through.
Well, isn't that nice? So what? You call us just to get your kicks or something?
Of course. The least I can do is share the joy with others.
Goody.
Actually, there's one other thing. Thought perhaps you'd want to know.
Huh?
It seems I've caught myself a rat. And I must say, it's a big one. Kasuga-san should appreciate this.
Captain.
Did you really think I wouldn't notice his betrayal? Of all people? Knowing his intentions, I let him roam free until the proverbial ball started rolling.
In fact, Sawashiro-san was quite instrumental in gathering our colleagues. They poured in left and right.
What do you plan to do with him? Are you still set on taking revenge against the Yakuza? I doubt you'd make this kind of display otherwise. Who would?
Revenge?
Who's to say? My reason for this is simple. I could think of no better bait to reel you in.
You wouldn't leave him to die, would you? It's not in your character.
Don't worry about me.
Apologies. Now, If you all would please come to the top floor of the Millennium Tower by 10 p.m. tomorrow. Miss our little appointment, and I dispose of the rat, plain and simple. Till then.
Baiting us with a hostage. Guess he wants us out in the open.
Yeah, we know the truth about his plans. That's the last thing he wants.
This guy must be special. What with Ebina holding him like that, right? Sawashiro, I mean. No way you could just ignore that. I mean, we got the talent, don't we? So, let's go save him.
No. Ebina's not the only issue here. Not with what's happening overseas.
As just announced, the Seiryu clan, now known as non-profit Bleach Japan, rehabilitation program and all, has been officially approved by the Japanese government. It is believed the government and Bleach Japan had been coordinating their plans behind closed doors for some time. A week prior to the announcement, a cruise ship carrying former Seiryu clan members left Japan for Honolulu. The ship arrived in the city just earlier today. On location, Hawaii's governor and Bryce Fairchild of partner organization Polycana welcomes the vice representative of Bleach Japan, Eiji Mitamura, as he stepped ashore.
Oh, sneaky bastard.
The first wave's already there.
The ship is scheduled to depart for Nele Island tomorrow, where the program will officially get underway.
They're bringing the Yakuza to the island tomorrow. Once they touch down, neither the state of Hawaii nor the Japanese government will care what happens next. They'll have wiped their hands clean, and that'll be that.
And from there, they'll work as Bryce's slaves, dumping nuclear waste till the day they die. What a joke.
We don't have a lot of time, not for Japan or Hawaii. What's the call?
We split up. Might be dangerous. We can't let either one go.
Kasuga, about Ebina. Mind if I handle things out here? You go and stop Bryce in Hawaii.
Huh? Any reason?
Actually, I'd like a word with him. There's some speculation, of course, but it's about Ebina's origins.
His what?
We can talk outside. I'll be waiting.
Ichiban.
Hmm? Huh?
What's up? Mm-hmm.
Kiryu-san! Yes. So, Ebina and I are... brothers?
If what Daigo said is true, then yeah, you'd be half-brothers. Assuming you're Arakawa's son, which, of course, still isn't clear. There's no black or white for a Yakuza. Only the boss makes that call. And you're sworn to go along with it. Ebina probably didn't care much for that line of thinking. That's my guess, at least. The Hikawa family patriarch, that being Ebina's grandfather, forced the marriage between his daughter and Arakawa. He never once considered their feelings. And when Arakawa asserted his love for Akane-san, that same man tried to have him killed. Why was Ikawa angry? Because his daughter was shamed? Not even close. It's because he made the call, yet Arakawa made his own. For all the man had, Ikawa just couldn't let that go. And the result? Ebina lost a father, while his mother could only go so far. He was born of the Yakuza, and that would follow him the rest of his life. This isn't anything special either. I've seen similar tragedies happen countless times. I even had the chance to change those old ways once or twice. I was the fourth head of the Tojo clan, but even then, I chose a different path.
So that's it. You feel like you gotta step up and take responsibility.
Ebina's made his choice, and I can't change it for him. Taking responsibility is already well out of the question. I know that. Regardless, I don't want him to stray past the point of no return. If he goes any further with this, that'll be it. So I'll give all I have to stop him. I have to. It's the only way I could ever make amends. I've been part of this since the beginning, after all. And with that, Kasuga, I'm leaving everything else to you. No matter what era you're in, there's always someone who breaks the rules and strays from the rest of the pack. People just like us, for what it's worth. Those people deserve a place to call home, a chance to keep going. Can I ask you to give that to them? Me? I'll take on the Yakuza's past. But you, I want you to handle their future.
Tall order. And just like that, you realize what you're asking me to do here, right? Anyhow, you can count on me, Kiryu-san. You know, I joined Hello Work for all kinds of reasons. But now I see it's really just because I wanted the same future you do.
Thank you, Kasuga.
That said, I do have one thing I gotta ask of you. Don't go throwing your life away. Ebina's gotta be stopped, and you may be short on time. But don't treat this like it's the end. Kiryu-san, you gotta live. You live every last second you can. When you go out strong. I won't let you otherwise. Once this is over, I'll need help cleaning up all this dissolution business. I mean, come on. You were a part of it too, right?
All right. It's a deal. Just funny, you lecturing me.
Well, you live this long, you're bound to hit a surprise or two. And hey, I'll bet there's more to come, right?
Right. I'm sure.
Yeah, no doubt.
All right. Now, I've got a lecture for you.
Yo!
Back then, just what did you tell Saigo? It must have really been something to set her off like that.
So, she's still pissed at me, huh?
You proposed to her, didn't you?
I did. And she turned me down hard. I even talked it out with Namba and Adachi-san and apologized to her a ton. Oh, she was being all short about it.
Hey, come on. Don't be so pathetic.
Oh, sure. Well, I'd love some advice. Actually, never mind. You don't seem like a ladies' man.
And what's that supposed to mean?
Oh, no. I meant, you're a good dude.
Well, give me some credit. I've been around a few times.
Wait, have you really? Sheesh, I'm sorry. I just didn't expect that. So what, you've actually proposed and stuff?
Of course.
For real? What all you say? You know, for reference and stuff.
When I proposed. Actually, I said I love you. And that was about it.
I love you. No! Idiot! Why do I gotta be such a dumbass?
Hey, what's gone into you?
Hey, sorry, guys. We got an emergency.
The heck are you?
You're from the Daidoji.
You've really made a mess of it now, Kazuma Kiryu. Not only did you ignore Hanawa's standby orders, you went and made yourself famous. Last I checked, you're supposed to be dead. This is a serious breach of agreement. But I don't really need to tell you that, do I? That all said, the truth of the matter is, you've done some great work. In addition to securing your target Akane, you also protected the key figure in the case, this Lani girl. You even brought them safely to Japan. You've got an iron will, and you're a superb fighter. Furthermore, Ichiban Kasuga calls you a friend. No one else would have what it takes to pull this off.
You make it sound so official, like all that was according to plan.
No, far from it. But after everything, you've certainly made things convenient for us. Right now, it's not hard to imagine what you're all thinking. Stop the Seiryu from getting shipped off to Nele Island. That right? It's the same on our end.
But didn't the Japanese government officiate that? Aren't you with them?
You seem to misunderstand. Far as government goes, our allegiance lies with the Citizens' Liberal Party. However, 4 years ago, with Ryo Aoki's failures, the CLP quickly lost trust and therefore the race. Which means the current government is our political enemy.
Sounds like you just want to drag them down. With them out, you guys might just find your way back in. Is that it?
Make of it what you will. Now, you'll have to travel in secret, so we've got a private jet waiting. Just give us the word, and we'll get you there in no time flat.
You're pretty cooperative, provided our interests align.
Call it a politically informed decision. However, that's not the only reason we're helping you out. There's another. Hanawa, you see, was tasked with submitting a daily report. These would usually include a brief summary, but on one rare occasion, he added his own impressions. They were about all of you. These people are not motivated by any self-interest. They'll risk their very lives, whatever the mission. They are to be treated with respect as equals. Do so, and we'll surely achieve our goals. His words. As it turned out, that would be his final report. You know, he rarely ever praised people. You should be thankful. The private jet leaves tomorrow morning. Those headed to Hawaii, be ready to go first thing.
So Japan's future's on us. Didn't expect that, but hey, what's one more thing at this point?
You scared yet?
Not a chance. Tomi, Adachi-san, Jungi, Chi-chan. Will you guys go back to Hawaii with me?
Of course. Think that's pretty much a given.
Nanba, Sunhee, Saiko, Zhao. It's all come to this. Will you join me at Millennium Tower to see it through?
We're with you all the way, Kiryu-san.
Right. We settle things tomorrow, then. Make sure you get some rest.
I like your spirit, pal. And speaking of spirits, what say we enjoy a few, huh?
Hey, wow. You sure about this, Chief?
Well, it ain't free. So come home safe, all right? You can pay me back then.
Chief, you got it. We'll definitely take you up on that.
Don't you worry. I got some soda and candy just for you.
Sanchana. Trouble sleeping?
Oh, what? Ichiban?
Sorry. Did I scare you?
Oh, no, it's fine. But Ichiban, shouldn't you be asleep?
Yeah. I don't know if it's nerves or something, but I can't catch a wink.
Yeah?
So, Sachan.
Yeah? What's up?
Well, Sachan, if we both make it back safe, well, there's something I need to tell you.
Yeah?
When the time comes, will you hear me out?
Wait, what's this all about?
Please. Just a word. That's all I ask.
Okay. All right. Then we better both come back in one piece.
Yeah. You be careful, Sachan.
You too. Well, good night.
Good night. Okay. Now I can sleep.
Still awake?
Yes. It's been so long since I've been home, I guess I'm a little restless. I'm sorry, did I wake you? Are you cold?
I'm okay. Thank you, Akane. For staying with me this whole time.
You're welcome.
So, do you like Polycana?
I do. It's a special place for me.
Then, I think it's my turn to protect you. I'm going to keep your special place safe.
Lonnie.
I mean it. I know I can do that. So rest easy. I won't let anything happen to it.
Thank you, Lonnie. That means the world. Okay? Let's both get some sleep.
Okay. Good night.
Thank you.
Got somewhere to be?
I'm not running away. I'll be back by morning. So, please, just give me some time.
So that's it. Just like that, it's all gone.
Kiryu-san.
Looks like you're about ready. Whoever's going to Hawaii, now's the time.
Stay safe. Goes for them and you, Kiryu-san.
Same to you. Till we meet again, Kasuga.
Kiryu-san. I hope he's okay.
We just do what we gotta do. Namba and the others are with him. He'll be fine.
Right.
The Bleach Japan ship has already left for Nelly Island, and it won't take long. We need to hurry after them.
Maybe, but we can't just rush in. Let's make sure we're ready. This fight's our responsibility. Kiryu and the others are counting on us to win.
Right. Let's make them proud then.
Hey! What are you looking at? Hello! How's it going? Hey, you!
Oh, damn. The night sky's beautiful here. So different from Japan. The universe is incredible, isn't it?
What's up? You sound depressed or something.
No, it's not like that. Just imagining what it'd be like to go to space.
You never get tired, do you? Hero first, astronaut next.
Being an astronaut is probably way harder than being a hero, too. You don't just need to be in shape. You need perfect communication skills.
Right, working with people from other countries, after all.
Can't risk any gaffes, yeah. Have to keep the air clear.
Which is hard, since there's no air in space.
I gotta say, Adachi-san, that one was rough. Even for you.
Oh, come on, it wasn't that bad.
Thanks for trying to clear the air down here, Ichiban.
What you looking at? I'll take you down!
Shall we?
Full power!
Drinks later.
Quick! Ichiban, over here! I found us the perfect spot! Oh, just look at the sky. It's gorgeous out.
So, you come up with a wish yet?
I did think of something, but
Don't want to say it 3 times fast?
you remember. But yeah, I don't know if I can really pull it off. These stars go by in a flash. Afraid I might choke in the heat of the moment.
Could happen. Want me to say your wish for you? I'm pretty good at tongue twisters. Think I can fire one off pretty quick.
But then my wish would just come true for you instead.
All right. Well, no, then I'll include 4 Chichan at the end.
You'd sacrifice a wish for me? That's too big a price to pay.
All right. Thought I could lend a hand.
I know. Thanks for looking out for me. You're real sweet, you know that?
Not a single shooting star yet. The sky sure is great, though.
Yeah, guess the rumors might not be true after all. I was really hoping to see one. Well, Let's go. No point in wasting any more time.
Hold up, before that. Well, how about that? Now there's shooting stars everywhere you look, and all the time in the world.
You're spectacular. I wish that I could. I did it! I said my wish, Ichiban. I'm so happy.
Hey, good for you. And what a perfect backdrop up there. Want me to take your picture?
You should be in it too. Let's commemorate wishing on a star. Thank you, Ichiban. I'll treasure this pic forever. And the many more to come.
Yeah, as many as the stars in the sky.
Don't make a fool of me! Come on! Full power!
What are you looking at?
This area has a completely different vibe compared to the beaches and malls.
Yeah, what is sketchy here, all right. That's to keep your guard up.
It's strange, but I actually feel at peace in this dreary place. Perhaps this is simply instinct for someone who's made the underworld their home.
I don't know. I like that smile you had on the beach while we were under the bright sun. I don't think the shadows are the only place where you belong.
How in the world did you manage to say that without a shred of embarrassment? Well, maybe you're not wrong.
We're really opening up. I feel like I've gotten to know them well. Hello! Hey.
You looking for a meeting?
Man, at this rate, the sound of those waves will have me out like a light.
It's like listening to healing music. You know, the ocean is known for its calming effect. I've even found that listening to atmospheric ocean sounds helps me sleep.
Oh, so it's not just me. Then maybe tonight I'll just knock out right here.
If you want back pain, a cold, or you like being robbed, then by all means.
On second thought, my room is pretty comfy. All right. Damn, we're so close now.
Why don't you take a load off? Oh yeah, feeling groovy.
Let me at him.
Yo, I think I found something!
Should I open it? Sweet!
We can't lose.
Hey, get over here.
Sure is a beautiful starry sky.
It is.
Sure is a beautiful starry sky.
It is. But I'm partial to the stars you can see over Komijo. For the Bone Festival, Sonny and I sit and moon gaze while eating tango.
Oh, for real? So you guys go all out celebrating the holidays then?
Social events are crucial. They help us to better appreciate culture and lift morale. Then dango and other treats can be enjoyed to the fullest extent, as they should be, right?
Yeah, you know it. So, how about next time we go stargazing? Let's enjoy some shave ice.
That sounds nice. Count me in.
We're really opening up. All complete.
I'm beginning to feel a little hungry.
Then let's stop somewhere. What are you in the mood for?
How about Chinese food?
Sounds good to me. Let's head over to the Black Hibiscus.